So I'm here working on getting this tip out. I think it's going to push in. I'll show you how it works, but we're going to take the deck down too. But so the floor is a whole different piece than the walls and the roof. I think that the walls are going to slide. The roof and the walls are going to slide right in. After we see, there's where the roof is. And this is side. And they built this the floor, and then they slid the tip out onto it and then attached it. So there's the roof. I'm starting to take the flashing off. I got almost all the screws off. I'm going to try to lift that up. The flashing, I'm going to try to lift that up. And then once we get all the screws out of the flashing on the side.
They're all loose.
Yeah. Then we're going to try to push this in. I don't know if that's going to be hard or easy. All right, so I got enough space, and I don't think I'll have to take that flashing clear off. They got a 4x4 door frame that we're taking apart. Oh, this one. Oh, these ones. These lag bolts in here. That lag bolt right there. And he's already got one out. Oh, that was long. Okay, the 3/4. Maybe. Yeah. Woo, look at that. Okay, I'm sorry I didn't really get that on video, but you can kind of see how we just slid that on the floor once we got all the bolts out of the walls. So, sorry I didn't show you a lot of what happened, but I want to explain how this works with a tip out. So the floor and the deck is separate from the tip out. So what you do is you separate the walls from the floor. So if we would this was my dad's idea, but ended up being a really good one to brace the walls. Just screw some boards, because this is the doorway, and if we wouldn't have braced it right here and here all the way through, it does two things. Keeps this from absolutely collapsing, which it would have done. And when we scooted it, really it's really not that heavy. Like, I can lift it up with one arm and scoot. Like, I could do it by myself if I had to, but I had my dad here, and he helped me a lot. Plus, he came up with the idea that we needed to brace it, which was very good. We just had odds and end pieces of 2x4s, so we scrapped them together, and we didn't want that wall sliding out, so we hit that with we had that 4x4 there. Getting off here a little bit. So at one time when I think they may have moved this, they actually cut the studs on the bottom to get it off at one point, and they barely put anything. There was barely anything holding that. There was a lag bolt there and a couple screws here, and then some built-up 2x4s over there underneath this wall here. I'm talking about underneath the wall. So like I said, this isn't really that heavy of a structure, just a few 2x4s and some really thin paneling and a thin metal roof. So, you know, one person could actually probably move this just 5 inches on that side, 5 inches on this side, just keep going. And then I kind of lifted in the middle too. And that's why I put this, this brace here to hold this up. That's more for this, because this was kind of wobbly. So I wanted a brace here and underneath it. So we braced it up pretty strong, and then we're able to move it without breaking it. So that's how that works. And I'm just gonna have to replace some, I don't know if you could see that, but the 2x4s were cut at one time. This one was cut too. So you don't need to cut the 2x4s, just unscrew it from the floor. That'll be the way to do it. But then again, some of these are rotten too, so I'll need to replace some of those. And yeah, I took this window out because it was actually a new window, and plus they did a hack job putting it in there anyway. So these windows will be replaced along with the window frame. That's how you put in that's how you separate a tip out, and you just slide it in. The roof slopes just a little bit, just enough to where there's where the start of the roof comes, and then it slopes just enough to where it fits right in there. There's my dad. So anyway, since the studs were cut, I think that's the reason the siding is a little bit too long there. Should have probably took that off. These ones just fell off when we were moving it, and this one fell off too. So those pieces are all right here. Obviously they weren't screwed on very well. Also, I disconnected the electrical before I moved it, and that was just one wire was connected into here, and that fed the whole room. I took there was 2 lights, took those out. Anyway, that's what it looks here. That's what it looks like from the side. It just fits in here. And anyway, I just want to show you guys how it's supposed to work. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to work, but that's how we figured out how to do it. There's the hole. There's the tip out. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hope it helped somebody.